A major component of communication studies is communication theory, one of my favorites being media ecology. This is a presentation that I put together with my classmates in one of my classes about communication theory. If you're unfamiliar with the subject, it is a theory coined by Marshall McLuhan, and it focuses on the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, meaning reality is created within and through our interaction. So media ecology focuses on media, technology, and communication and how that shapes the reality of the world that we're living in today. So his main point is that the medium is the message, not what, but how the message is disseminated. So throughout history, we've obviously used many mediums to communicate our messages, and now we are currently living in the global village era. So we are in a worldwide electronic community, which is helping shape the reality that we're living in today. So the advertisement that we were focusing on was an ad called Sway with the caption, "Move Someone This Holiday." It was an advertisement put out by Apple. It was around the holiday seasons, and it was to advertise the iPhone X and the AirPods. Unfortunately, I cannot show the video because it has copyright issues if I do on the screen recorder. But basically what happens in the video is a woman is opening her phone. She's on Apple Music on her iPhone X, and she downloads the brand new Sam Smith album, and she is listening to a song called Palace by him. And she is so enthralled in her music that she bumps into a stranger, and then they start sharing their AirPods, and then they go into a kind of fantasy-like world, as you can see right here. This is where they start dancing, and she's flying around and swaying, as the advertisement says, and the AirPods don't fall out of her ears the entire time. This is something that was really important in their advertisements because a lot of consumers had concerns about the X and the AirPods because the X was completely different than any other iPhone that we've ever had, and same with the AirPods. People were concerned that they would fall out of their ears or that they wouldn't be able to share music the way that they had in the past in their earphones. So the ad really eased everyone's worries about this by demonstrating how they can use these new products very easily. So the environmental factors that were factored in when creating this advertisement: Apple used TV, so it's meeting us where it's convenient and it's visually stimulating. And they put out the advertisement in November around Christmas time of last year, so it's the holiday season. It's a romantic ad, obviously, if you're using Sam Smith, if you know his music. All of his songs are romantic, and so the timing of the ad and the atmosphere it had created and the ambiance, it really makes people start thinking about, oh, what am I going to get my loved ones for the holidays? And obviously you start thinking of the iPhone X and the AirPods. And so the cultural factors that go into this, this is what people think a couple should look like. And it shows the rise in popularity of art. They are obviously incredible dancers if you get a chance to watch the advertisement. And it demonstrates that technology is a daily tool that we use. I know myself, and I don't think I've gone a single day without using some sort of technology in the past few years. So Marshall McLuhan claims that the medium is the message. So why would Apple choose to run this ad on TV versus any other medium? The visual aspect is the main factor in the decision to use TV. So people remember vivid imagery. There are color shifts, there's dancing, the girl's on the phone with her AirPods, and the entire advertisement is informal. Apple's pushing a subliminal message. So like I was noting earlier, she pulls out her iPhone X, she's on Apple Music, she puts up the new Sam Smith album, she puts the new AirPod in his ear, and the entire time that they're dancing, it doesn't fall out of their ears, and they're kind of showing that the experience that you have with the new X and the AirPods is so incredible. If you get a chance to watch the video, it's really interesting to see that. So talking about the main assumptions of media ecology in relation to this advertisement, Marshall McLuhan claims that media is infused in every act and action in society. So this includes just even listening to music while you're walking. Media fixes our perceptions and organizes experience. How did this ad make you feel about Apple, about the AirPods, and about the couple? It invoked positive feelings for everybody. And media ties the world together. That's one of the main points that McLuhan makes. And at the time that this advertisement was put out, it had over 5 million YouTube views. I'm sure now, since it's been almost a year, it has an incredibly higher amount of YouTube views. So a quote by Marshall McLuhan about the global village. He says that humans can no longer live in isolation, but rather will always be connected by continuous and instantaneous electronic media. So just going through the timeline again of the advertisement, the woman pulls out her iPhone X and the AirPods. The tech experience is so enthralling that she slams into a stranger, and the ad shows a shared technological experience between two strangers. So lastly, what I want to touch on is how is the theory related to that ad? What does it tell us about the ad? So, in relation to our artifact, the medium is the message and is the main idea here. It shows us that how the message is published is just as important as what the message actually is. The medium can be a big aspect of why the message is effective. In this case, advertisement on TV is the best option and will affect viewers more so than any other medium. And now, looking at this a year later, you can obviously see that this advertisement was extremely effective. You know that everybody now has the iPhone X, and you see everyone walking around with the AirPods, and they have no concern that the iPhone is a completely new thing that people are unfamiliar with, and then the AirPods aren't of any concern that they're going to fall out of your ear or anything like that. Everyone's actually really excited about them and enjoys using them for everyday activities. So I was really excited to apply one of my favorite theories to this advertisement. If you get the opportunity, please do watch the advertisement, and so you can see how this theory relates to it after reading this PowerPoint. So I hope you enjoyed it.